Hello everybody, DJ here from Exotic Fest 23, and this video will be on the Gecarcinus quadratus, aka the Halloween crab. So, I have my specimen here. His name is Jack, and he is believed to be a male. Though I'm not 100% on that because I'm not good at telling, but especially in this species, no one really knows for sure, so we'll just go with he's a male. So this is his enclosure. It's a pretty simple setup. It's close to a forest style setup. I mean, I have Repti bark mixed with eco earth. It's like a 50-50 mix, and I put some moss in there too to retain humidity. He's got a big bowl that he can get inside and wet his gills with, because these guys are a land crab, but they also have gills that they do need to get in the water wet so they can keep the breathing going. They need a decent amount of humidity, and I'd say about maybe 80% humidity, and he's in his burrow right now, but I'll get him out in a second. Like I said, they need about 80% humidity, and that's attained by misting twice a week, really good, sometimes more, depends, maybe every other day, and having a nice sized water bowl. Now it looks like he's been in there because he's got some dirt in there, but it's hard to tell. So I'm going to get him out for you. They're really awesome looking crabs. There's Jack. They're called Halloween crabs because they kind of look like jack-o'-lanterns from the front. They look really cool. So let me see if I can turn this cage around here. There's a better look at them. Like I said, these guys are really cool. I like them a lot. Temperament. These guys are actually quite funny. They don't, I mean, they don't really pinch or anything. They can, but they don't really. But these guys are known for their bluffing, and I'll show you what I mean here. See if I can get something to try to get them to get defensive. They're quite fast too. That's another thing. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Use my hands. Well, of course he's not gonna do it on camera, but these guys will raise these two purple pinchers up in the air to make themselves look bigger, and they look like they're gonna strike at you with their pinchers, but they don't. They just wave them around because they're big bluffers. They usually don't attack. They're just more defensive, if anything. Their diet consists of fresh fruits and vegetables. The pet stores will tell you they'll eat hermit crab food, but I provided it for him. He never ate it, so I just like to give him fresh fruit and vegetables. In captivity, these guys will not breed, so breeding is not possible because their eggs will have to be laid in the ocean, and they have to go through a special cycle in the ocean, and it's really hard to duplicate in captivity, so breeding is nearly impossible in captivity. Let's see, what else is next? Oh yeah, molting. These guys are molting crab. That's how they grow. How long they'll live in captivity? Well, as you can see, this guy is a pretty. See, inside next to my hand here. Well, he's about maybe 3 inches across, which would be on the top of him, from one side of the leg to the other side, going that way. He's about 3 inches, but unfortunately, I think this is probably about the maximum size he's gonna get. He might get a little bit bigger, he might not. And the thing is, in captivity, at this size, he probably maybe has another year or two. I mean, I'm assuming, because they don't live that long, and once and to get this size, they take a long time too. So, I'm assuming he's on his last year or two. So, but yeah, he's doing fine so far. I've had him for about 2.5 weeks now. So. Probably getting a little bit of misting right now, actually. Nope. Change the setting here. I try not to bother him too much because he doesn't like interaction at all for the most part. So I'm gonna go ahead and let him get back into his burrow. So move him out of the way first. But as you can see, they're really cool looking and a nice color. There we go. If I had a better camera, you'd be able to see why he's called why he looks like a jack-o'-lantern. Because if you can see these little yellow spots on him right there, and in front of his mouth, kind of makes him look like a jack-o'-lantern. They even have like little triangle cuts in the tops of it, so it even looks like eyes. They're really, really cool, like I said, and I definitely suggest anybody to have one. I mean, they're kind of hard to find. I mean, their availability in pet stores, I haven't really seen them. This is the first time I've actually seen them in a pet store when I got them. I mean, PetSmart is supposed to carry them, but the ones over here, they buy one at a time, and they're on like a back order. So when one buys one, they're supposed to send another one in, but they haven't had them. So and they're relatively cheap too. I paid $15 for him at a secondhand pet store, but at PetSmart I think they're like $10. So, but like I said, it's not a big deal. I didn't mind paying for it because it's a nice investment. I say they're really cool looking. So, and they are a burrowing species. They will burrow, so they need to have a hide. They need to have water, like I said, to wet their gills, and they need the high humidity. So, well, that's pretty much everything I got on these guys. So I hope this helps out in some way, and I hope you enjoyed. So take care.